The courtroom held its breath as the jury returned after weeks of emotional testimony, scandalous revelations, intense cross-examinations, and a stunning twist that shook the nation. The verdict was read aloud. Sean Diddy Combs was found not guilty of the headline-grabbing charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, but was convicted on 2 serious counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. And now all eyes are on the judge, who must decide whether one of the most powerful figures in music will walk free today or remain behind bars as this legal roller coaster barrels forward. Welcome to HollyLeaks, where we bring you the truth they don't want you to hear inside the courthouse. Cheers erupted from family members, while outside cameras flashed as Combs' son Christian shared his joy with ABC News. "We love y'all, so happy new coming home. God bless, he said with emotion pouring from his voice. As for what was going through his mind as the verdict was read, his expression said more than words ever could. But as the defense pushed for his immediate release, arguing that his acquittal on the most serious charges should allow him to go home, the prosecution fought back hard, claiming Combs was a flight risk and still facing up to 20 years in prison on the lesser charges. And as the clock ticked past the judge's deadline for submissions, anticipation grew outside the courthouse. The family van reappeared, signaling the Combs family was back for what could be a life-changing moment. Our correspondent Rena Roy reported live from the courthouse, noting that while no final decision had been made just yet, the deadline had passed and both legal teams had turned in their arguments. Combs' legal team insisted he deserved to be with his family following the acquittal, but prosecutors countered with concerns about his potential to flee and emphasized that these were still federal crimes with real consequences. Legal analyst Bernard Avona explained that even if Combs remained in custody, the final sentence wouldn't be decided for months in time. Already served nearly 9 months, could be credited against any sentence he receives, with the maximum penalty for each count being 10 years. Although few expect the judge to hand down the maximum. Instead, options range from probation to time served or a sentence of 1 to 3 years per count. The impact of this case, however, extends beyond the sentence it Combs' public image, once considered untouchable in the entertainment world. He now faces a permanent stain on his legacy. Senior entertainment journalist Kelly Carter emphasized that while Diddy spent 3 decades dominating music, television, film, and fashion, this trial adds a new and dark chapter to his story. People cannot unhear the testimony or on the 2016 Intercontinental Hotel video involving Cassie Ventura, Combs' longtime ex, and the prosecution's star witness. Her courage in testifying was acknowledged by her attorney, who spoke outside the courthouse, praising her strength and calling the verdict a partial victory. Although the jury didn't convict on sex crimes or Rico charges, her legal team was satisfied that Combs was finally being held accountable for federal offenses for the first time in his life, and they hoped this would pave the way for more alleged victims to come forward, because Combs' legal battles are far from over, with more than 60 civil lawsuits still pending. This trial may have ended, but the storm is far from passing. Prosecutors released a statement thanking the victims for sharing their traumatic stories and vowed to fight for significant prison time at sentencing. While Cassie's attorney expressed disappointment in the partial acquittal, he noted the legal bar of beyond a reasonable doubt remains a difficult standard to meet, and said they respected the jury's decision tonight. ABC is set to air a 1-hour special diving deep into the verdict, reactions, and the cultural shockwaves rippling across the entertainment industry, as this case sets a precedent and possibly a roadmap for how high-profile celebrity trials are handled going forward. Be sure to tune in or stream it on Hulu as HollyLeaks continues to follow every twist and turn in this historic trial that has forever altered the legacy of Sean Diddy. America watched this legal saga unfold with eyes glued to every headline and social media thread. One thing became clear: this was no ordinary celebrity trial. This was a reckoning for a music mogul once celebrated for his empire, who now finds himself at the center of one of the most explosive courtroom dramas in entertainment history. The implications go far beyond Sean Diddy Combs. The fallout is spreading across the industry, sparking conversations about accountability, celebrity privilege, and how the justice system handles cases involving powerful figures. Attorney Avona explained that one major takeaway from the trial is how the prosecution may need to rethink the way they apply racketeering and Rico charges, originally designed to take down mob bosses and criminal enterprises. These laws are now being tested in the realm of celebrity culture, where the lines between entourage and enterprise become dangerously blurry, and in Combs' case, that strategy didn't hold up under the weight of the defense's argument, which successfully poked holes in the connections prosecutors were trying to draw between Combs' business empire and the alleged criminal acts. Now, with only 2 convictions on lesser charges, prosecutors may be forced to revisit their playbook for future high-profile defendants. But the damage to Combs' image is done. Despite the mixed verdict, the trial revealed disturbing testimony, unreleased video footage that now lives forever on the internet and in the public memory. The incident involving Cassie Ventura in that hotel hallway left many viewers disturbed. and while it may not have secured a conviction on the most serious charges, it left a lasting impact on the jury and the public. And then there's the ripple effect on Combs' business. Empire insiders say major brands and partners are now re-evaluating their relationships with him. Some corporate sponsors have already quietly backed out. Others are waiting to see what the sentencing looks like before making final decisions. But behind the scenes, the Empire is shaking. Insiders tell HollyLeaks that members of Combs' inner circle are considering distancing themselves, and legal teams are scrambling to prepare for the mountain of civil suits still pending against him, some of which may lead to more damaging revelations and potential financial ruin. And let's not forget the cultural impact this trial has sparked: an avalanche of conversations in barbershops, classrooms, and newsrooms across the country about celebrity accountability and the double standards that often protect the rich and famous. For decades, Combs was seen as an untouchable titan of industry, a hip-hop legend, a business genius. But now he joins a growing list of powerful men who have been forced to confront past actions under the public microscope. And while some fans still show unwavering support, others are beginning to question the man behind the music. The question now is, what comes next? Will Combs attempt a public redemption tour? Will he fight the civil suits or settle them quietly? Will he retreat from public life or double down on his innocence? One thing is certain: this is far from over. And while his defense team celebrates the partial victory, prosecutors are already strategizing for the next phase. Sources close to the case say they intend to pursue the harshest sentence possible, and will argue that Combs' pattern of behavior over decades demands real consequences. The judge now holds the power to shape how history will remember this moment, whether Combs walks free in a matter of days or remains locked away for years. The decision will reverberate throughout the entertainment industry and across the broader legal landscape. And at the heart of it all are the survivors, like Cassie, whose courage opened the door for others to come forward. Her attorney called her a trailblazer and said she's content with the outcome, but the emotional toll cannot be overstated. This is a new chapter in the conversation about fame, power, and accountability, and at HollyLeaks, we will continue to follow every development in this story, bring you the truth behind the headlines. So make sure you like and subscribe for more explosive updates from the world of celebrity scandal and courtroom drama. This is